is up, YouTube? It's your favorite transparent YouTuber, Transparent Hoodie, coming at you guys with another video, anime-related video. Yes, let's go. Excitement, pumped up, energy. So today I'm posting on the Anime Legends channel, and pretty much what I'm going to do is giving my reaction to probably one of YouTube's most popular top 10 videos on the platform. And I checked, this one has like the most views out of all other top 10 videos when it comes to anime battles, so I'm going to be reacting to this one. If you guys like these types of videos, definitely let me know. I'll do more live reactions of top 10 lists, or if you guys have a top 10 list that you guys want me to live react to, then definitely do so. Just, I guess, throw it down in the comment section down below for me. Of course, just to avoid copyrights, because we are a very small community and we're not trying to get kicked in the face by these big wigs. So pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to try my best to pass over / or mute some of the dialogue that they have in the video itself. But it all depends, really. Like I really don't know how I want to go about this video, I guess, until like everything is said and done. But just to avoid a lot of the copywriting, I do feel like I want to skip some dialogue. If I feel like a fight is questionable, then I'll definitely listen to what they have to say about why they felt like this particular fight deserves to be at that spot and that number. But besides that, all right. And first things first, before we get into this, one massive disclaimer. Yes, I know not everybody watch every single anime within creation. So when it comes to a top 10 list, most of the time is based off of preference and not real substance, you know, like, and I get it, like not everybody has the time or the human lifespan to sit down and watch every single anime within creation, especially to devise some of these lists. So as I go through the video, of course, I'm going to be saying animes that I personally feel. If it comes up to that situation, I'm going to obviously say animes that I feel that should be a part or associated with this list. Ergo, even though this is the most watched top 10 list, it is a very old list. So again, like, I'm going to cut this video a lot of slack on its selections, but still, I'm going to say probably some of the fights that I feel that should be on the list if I don't agree with something. But yeah. Let's go. I'm ready. Let's do this. I really might just, you know what? I might just mute the audio. I'm gonna mute the audio. Okay. Oh, I guess watch. Ooh. 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 Ooh, already. Ooh, ooh. Yo. Man, you can't go wrong with a good Goku fight, man. Like, I'm already liking. I'm liking this already. Yikes. Ooh. Yo, you saw how Goku two-piece Frieza? That's funny. Yeah, I gotta watch that again. One more time. Yo, why did Goku do that to Frieza? He got two-piece. I'm holding up the video. My fault. Okay. Viz Media. Alright. Oh, that's how you can tell this is an old video. It looks so choppy. Alright. Oh yeah, they're warning you guys about spoilers. But I mean, this is old though. I feel like most of you guys should have seen this already. What? That's disrespectful, boy. They put this at number 10? Wow. They better. What's the explanation for this? What? Wow. This list gotta be fire. Man, I really don't want to start skipping stuff, because if I start skipping stuff and accidentally go into the next number, then I'm gonna get upset a little bit. But I don't know. So basically, they're glorifying the fight as one of One Piece's most pivotal fights. It was one impactful fight for Luffy as a character alongside his crew as well. But I don't know, man. It's like they really have this fight at number 10? I'll argue that out of all the anime fights that I've seen, this is probably one of the better fights because it was an actual fight. Oh, Rock Lee versus... Oh, that's... I give that to him. I give that to him. Rock Lee versus Gaara was a really good fight. Oh, okay, I'll give that to him. That was actually a good exchange. If we're talking about in the sense of battle, yikes. Oh. Yo, you saw how my boy grabbed Gaara? Gaara thought he was chilling. Gaara was thinking about the world just now. Like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna hit this ground. I'm gonna recuperate myself mentally. I'm gonna think of a strategy, and then I'm gonna come at Rock Lee with some heat. Rock Lee was just like, nah, bitch. Yo, I gotta see that again. My dude went to Yo, he was so shocked to get grabbed like that. Like, oh my god. Oh man. The only reason I would say that this fight was a little, I'll give it, it's a little better than the Rob Lucci versus Luffy, is because of the emotion, and it's because of what happens long term for both of these characters. Like Rob Lucci versus Luffy, it wasn't immediately impactful only because like what Luffy done in NS Lobby and what the context of the reason why Luffy needed to fight Lucci for, I mean, all of that was great, but we didn't see the immediate effects of it. Rock Lee versus Gaara, we definitely saw the immediate effects of it, like how Rock Lee became crippled and he wasn't able to become the proper ninja that he wanted to be because of it. He had to hold himself back and watch his peers kind of advance him in a sense, and he had to wait. Like, stuff like that was very impactful. Ooh, Cowboy Bebop? Yikes. I can't really say anything. Yikes. I mean, do Naruto and Sasuke deserve 7 though? I don't know. Because I'm not trying to judge this fight based off of solely nostalgia, but do Naruto and Sasuke, or do Naruto versus Sasuke even hold up? Like, I don't even know. Well, I really can't. Okay, I can't have the thought process of 2019. We've gotten a lot of series, we've gotten a lot of shows, a lot of fights since then and now. But I don't know, Naruto versus Sasuke, it just doesn't feel as impactful as it used to. Ooh. Okay. This fight shouldn't be considered a fight, because this is the biggest problem I have with a lot of anime fight. Like, when people decide what anime fights they want to put on their top 5 favorite fights or top 5 greatest battles or whatever you want to dub it, they take fights like these and they think it's fights. Like, Gohan destroying Cell isn't a fight. Like, this isn't a battle. All it is one dude wailing and bullying on another dude. Like, that shouldn't even be considered a battle or a great fight. good fights have great back and forth choreography. Good fights have intensive and very dynamic moments from both parties. When one party is clearly overshadowing another party, that's not considered a good fight. How could that be considered a good fight? I don't know. I'm iffy on the Cell versus Gohan fight. That doesn't deserve the spot again. I'll also argue the Naruto versus Sasuke fight doesn't deserve that spot. Yikes. Yo, Ichigo wasn't playing with Ulquiorra. Woo! Yikes. Okay. You see, this is another battle. Like, I just feel like Ichigo is just overshadowing Ulquiorra in this particular exchange. Like, it's just not interesting. It's not a good fight. Ooh, damn. Hold up, so what is this? Okay, that's cheating. That is cheating. So they just took all the homunculus fights. Edward versus every single homunculus? And some of these fights shouldn't even be considered good fights. Alright, the Full Metal Alchemist section of this is questionable. Super questionable. Now this is a good fight. This right here, I gotta give it applause. Goku versus Frieza. Beautiful fight. Choreography, context, history. Like, this is what you want out of a good anime fight. Like, it's just so beautifully choreographed. The history between the characters. Every punch means something. Like, these two titans, they're fighting for reasons, and they're fighting for reasons, and those reasons are just to prove who is superior between the both of them. And what makes this fight even beautiful is the context between both of them and how their personalities are. Because, like, you have to understand, Goku is still a modest and charismatic character, on top of Frieza being so conniving and underhanding. That was, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Naruto versus Pain? You know what? Does this fight deserves this? I don't know. I don't know. What? This is an honorable mention? This should have been on the list. Versus female titan, yeah, that could stay an honorable mention. Yes, Ippo versus Sindo. What are they thinking? Why wasn't this on the list? Oh wow, they should have put this fight instead of the Ulquiorra fight. Oh wow, so there's a lot of DBZ in this list. There's a lot of DBZ in this list. Some of the DBZ fights aren't warranted though. But I'll definitely give Goku versus Vegeta because, again, this is a fight about class, right? So like I was saying about the Goku versus Frieza fight, what makes this fight very powerful is the context of the fight. Where you have a low class or considered to be low class individual Goku going up against a Titan, quote unquote, by his own words, Vegeta. And a fight like this just have so much like pride into it, and that's why I really like it. Like, it's a very ferocious fight as well, because both of these two men are really trying to instill both of their upbringings to one another and trying to justify which way of martial arts is the better form of martial arts, in a sense where Goku has been taught to be a humble, compassionate, and methodical fighter, while Vegeta growing up was taught to be a tyrant, taught to be taught to have no mercy, and just an overwhelming opponent. So like, those two ideals clashing is a very beautiful thing. Personally though, I wouldn't give that fight number 1. I would probably still give it to Frieza versus Goku. But it's hit miss. Like, both of those fights are very good fights. Oh, that's it? Oh wow, the video is over. Oh, okay. So I guess we could backtrack a little bit. So I'll still stand by what I said. They take a massive L with putting Rob Lucci versus Luffy at number 10, and they have, come on, also Gaara versus Rock Lee. Like, why would they put that at number 9? And also Spike versus Vicious. Like, I felt like the last 3 fights definitely should have gotten higher rankings on this list, just based off of the context. And okay, so I think I got my thoughts together on what I want to say and why I feel the way I feel about this fight being so high on the list. I feel like this fight should have been number 10, only because you guys have to really think about it for a second. Like I was saying about the Ilkyura versus Ichigo fight, and like I was kind of saying about, I think it was like the Cell versus Gohan fight. Fights that aren't even shouldn't be considered fights, because it's one-sided. Like, one-sided fights do not make good fights. They're not interesting, they're not compelling, they're not engaging, they're not keeping me compelled to keep on being mentally interested, because it's boring. It's just one person beating up another person. That's boring. So Naruto versus Sasuke, I could make the argument that when Naruto was first fighting Sasuke at the hospital, right? Because I think that's the first clip they show, right? Of Naruto fighting Sasuke at the hospital. Naruto was taken off guard. At this point in time, he wasn't mentally there. Naruto wasn't mentally there to fully combat Sasuke, especially during the hospital. Because Naruto himself as a character, I'm guessing at that point in time, didn't know what Sasuke exactly wanted. Did he want him to go serious? Was this meant to be serious? Was this just simple training? Like, what was this? And then even in the fight in the Final Valley, it's like, these guys, like, could you really sit down and tell me, like, these guys both had ill intent to really destroy one another? Like, come on. Like, with all the context that we later on learn about Naruto, and all the later context that we learned about, like, both of these characters, the final fight between Naruto and Sasuke in the Kids series is just not as impactful as it used to be, because you can really tell that neither of these characters have that strong level of animosity towards them. More or less, this was a fight to convince Sasuke that his ways of doing things is potentially wrong. Like, Naruto is trying to let him know, like, I get you and I understand you, that currently right now you're in a mental space where you feel like you need to amass this level of power so that you could stop your brother. That's cool, we get that, but Naruto is telling him that's the wrong way to go about things. And I get it, understandable, but I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong, like, it checks all the boxes for me when it comes to a fight, but just, I feel like the gravity wasn't there, because like, these guys really wasn't fighting, you know? Like, it wasn't a fight that was filled with animosity. It was a fight filled with care, and technically that's not a bad reason for a fight if the intent of a fight is, whether it's great animosity, whether it's, like I said before, care. I feel like at the end of the day, as long as it makes a good choreographed fight, it's a good choreographed fight. But I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on the Naruto and Sasuke fight. So for right now, because I'm not 100% sure, I'll leave it as is. You know, it could get a high spot on the list. Now, this fight should have been number 10 or number 9. Because this wasn't even a fight. Gohan versus, like, even when Cell came back stronger, Gohan just Kamehameha him to death. Like, this wasn't a good fight. It was boring. Like, I was hoping that it would be at least somewhat of a back and forth between Gohan and Cell, but Gohan just completely outclassed Cell. Like, Cell was meant to be this titan. Cell was meant to be this beast. But this little kid, this little 12-year-old, 13-year-old boy just outclassed him. Like, a better fight? Okay, if they said Goku versus Cell, applause. Straight applause, straight claps, because that would have been a better fight than this one. Because Goku versus Cell was actually a really good fight. The exchange, the plot twist, the twists and turns between both characters, like even that slight moment when us as the fans and the characters was kind of scared of the lengths Goku would have gone to quote unquote beat Cell, when he kind of faked Cell out with the Kamehameha in the air. Like stunts like that made that fight beautiful. But Gohan versus Cell, nah fam, that definitely was not it. And keep on going through the list and stuff like that. Like I said before, I'm not gonna reiterate myself because I feel like I've been saying that throughout the whole video, but pretty much Ulquiorra versus Ichigo, that's not it, Shui. Like, that's definitely not it. Ichigo, or Hollow-fied Ichigo, was completely outclassing Ulquiorra, which made this fight really, really boring. If you wanted to see Hollow-fied Ichigo do cool shit and just beat up on a person, that's this. But for top 10 anime fights, nah. And they straight up just cheated with Fullmetal Alchemist. I don't know what this was. Especially since, like, yeah, they straight up cheated with this. Goku versus Frieza, I agree. It should definitely get, like, a high ranking on the list. Like, it's a really, really good fight. Naruto versus Pain? I don't know. Like, could this even... I mean, the title is Top 10 Anime Battles, so groups doesn't really matter. Like, if you have multiple people fighting against a person, then that doesn't really matter. It's battles, right? So, I don't know, man. Like, it's hard to really rank this fight, but I definitely feel like Naruto versus Pain should be a little bit lower on the totem pole because of one reason: the momentum shift. Like, when Naruto was fighting Pain, he was slowly turning into Nine-Tailed Fox, and then he was talking to Minato for a little bit. Like, it was very weird stuff going on, so it's like the momentum of the fight broke a little bit. So, like, because of that, I would say that definitely this fight could stay on the list, but maybe a little bit lower on the list, you know? Like, I would give this fight maybe like 6, 7. Honorable mentions, yeah, they really done a lot of fights dirty. I definitely say this Hajime no Ippo fight should have been on the list. But number 1 being Goku and Vegeta, I don't know. Like, I genuinely feel like it's really a tie. It's definitely a tie between Goku versus Frieza and Goku versus Vegeta. I guess you could say that this fight could be a little bit better than Goku versus Frieza, only because this fight pretty much solidifies what you're going to be getting into when it comes into Dragon Ball Z. This fight itself pretty much let you understand as an audience or as a viewer of the series that this is what this series embodies. Beam battles, high level, like beam battles, my fault, I fumbled on my words. Beam battles, transformations, high level, high ferocity fights, you know, like that's pretty much the core essence of what Dragon Ball Z was trying to instill in this fight and let you as the audience know that this is going to be the series you're going to be getting yourself into. And that's dope, that's dope. And you guys can't lie, this fight holds up though. Like, there's so much things happening in this one fight that it just makes it beautiful. And the momentum never really breaks. Like, Vegeta completely destroys Goku, and the momentum is just so beautiful and consistent. That's why I love this fight so much. Like, it's such a great fight. But, yeah. Those are my thoughts on the top 10 most greatest anime fights in 2014, because that's when this video was uploaded. Definitely know what you guys think. Definitely know. Let me know what some of your favorite fights are in anime. But your boy Transparent is out. You guys have yourselves a good one, and peace.